Hi guys, so slavery and the founding of America. Now there's a topic, but it's also one of the most misunderstood topics, and if you're able to get to the end of this video, you're going to see this in a whole new way. So here's the question. How is it possible that America was founded with the ideas of freedom and liberty and the pursuit of happiness and equal justice, that all men are created equal during slavery? How is it possible that these two things happened at the same time? Is it the ultimate hypocrisy, like some people think, or is it something else that we're missing? That's what we're going to take a look at. Now, to do that, we need to take a look at our evolution. Believe it or not, that's the key to understanding this issue. So I'm going to take you back to the beginning when we first stood up and walked on this planet up to today. And I'm going to use our grade school system, kindergarten through 12th grade, to try to help understand this. So let's take a quick trip back and look just at the first few grades. Now, you're going to have to hang in there. It's going to seem unrelated, like what is he talking about? But it is all going to come together and make sense, so hang in there. So let's go back 100,000 years ago. Now, yes, it was longer than that. I'm keeping it simple for the video. So let's say 100,000 years ago is when we first stood up and started walking on this planet. What did we know back then? Well, obviously not much. I mean, we couldn't even talk. We could grunt out a few syllables. We could hunt. We could maybe start a fire, maybe make a lean-to out of sticks and branches. I mean, that was it. So the entire human race started out in kindergarten. That was their level of intelligence and maturity at that time. Now, fast forward 50,000 years. What do we know then? Well, not much more. Evolution was pretty slow at the beginning, but our hunting got better. We learned if you put a string on a stick, you can create a bow and arrow and kill your prey from 100 feet away. A lot safer. We started to develop our language, started creating small communities, maybe grow a little bit of food. So we didn't learn a lot, but it was enough to take the entire human race into the first grade. That was their level of intelligence and maturity at that time. Now fast forward again 30,000 years. What do we know then? Well, now we're starting to build things. We're able to shape big stones and stack them using ropes and pulleys, something called a block and tackle. So we're able to build things like the pyramids and walls and big structures. Our languages have gotten much more developed. Our communities have gotten bigger and stronger. We learned how to melt down iron ore. So now we're making stuff out of steel, like weapons and tools and door hinges and wheels. So it's a fairly decent leap forward. So now the entire human race enters the second grade. That was their level of intelligence and maturity at the time. Now fast forward again several thousand years. What do we know now? Well, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting into the sciences and mathematics and chemistry, making things like gunpowder. We learned that the world isn't flat. It's a round planet in a solar system. We're building things called countries with governments and borders. We have stores now with money and currency. You want to bake a loaf of bread, you go down to the store and you can buy flour, you can buy a new suit. We're creating machinery. We just invented the first printing press, able to mass produce books. So again, a fairly decent leap forward. So now the entire human race enters the third grade. That was their level of intelligence and maturity at the time. Now fast forward one more time to today. What do we know now? Well, now we know about electricity. If it's dark, you flip a switch. Going to work in the morning, you don't jump on your horse, you get in your car. We can fly. We put a man on the moon. We can take the heart out of someone that just died, put it into someone else, saving her life. I have a cell phone. I could talk to someone on the other side of the planet as if he's standing right next to me. Talking about a major leap forward. So today, the entire human race has now entered the fourth grade. Now I know what you're thinking. We're much more advanced than the fourth grade. Well, what are we going to know 500 years from now? 1,000 years from now, what are we going to know? We're in the fourth grade. So now, having laid out that evolution, let's see if it makes sense and go back to our original question. How is it possible that America was founded with slavery? Well, first, what is America? It's an idea, it's a vision, it's a goal, it's a mission statement. The reason why we admire our founders is not because of how they lived, but because of the wisdom and the vision that they had to write down what the ultimate human experience can be. That is freedom and liberty, the pursuit of happiness. Well, why did it happen during slavery? Because America was founded in a third grade world. Why was there slavery? Because that's what third graders did. That's what second graders did. That's what first graders did. It is only now that we've entered the fourth grade that our level of intelligence and maturity has risen to the point where we see how barbaric and crazy those ideas were. Now, this is in no way justifying anything that's happened in the past. We can't. The only thing we can do is try to understand it. Because there are some people out there that truly believe that the things that's happened in the past, like slavery, shouldn't have happened. But that's a touch of insanity. That's just like today, you go into your local school, looking at the third grade class and say, why are they acting like that? They shouldn't act like that. They should be acting like 12th graders. A touch of insanity. That's not understanding the natural evolution of that third grader. Well, it's just like this in the bigger picture. It's not understanding the natural evolution of how we got to where we are. Now think of this. America was founded almost 250 years ago, and we're still today unable to live up to all of our ideas. Why? Because we're only in the 4th grade. To truly live the life and ideas of America requires a 5th, 6th, maybe a 7th grade level intelligence and maturity to actually pull it off. And we're only in the 4th grade. So America is not the problem. It's our evolution that's the issue. It's our level of intelligence and maturity. That's what we have to work on. So now, having laid that out, what do we do today? Well, we have to recognize that there are 2 main groups that we all fit into. One group is trying to get to 5th grade. They believe in the ideas of freedom and liberty and the pursuit of happiness, that we are in fact all created equal. Skin color doesn't matter. The second group is what I consider the 3rd graders. They were kind of left back. They don't believe in freedom. They believe that one group should control another group. I mean, they don't even believe in free speech. They want to tell you what you're allowed to say, books you're allowed to read, movies you're allowed to watch. People going towards 5th grade understand how vital total free speech is to get to 5th grade. That free speech is the vehicle required to increase our intelligence and maturity. Another indicator of these 2 groups is an open or closed mind. Now, what is that? Well, it's not whether you believe in gay rights or not. The essence, the core of a closed mind says, I'm right, you're wrong, end of discussion. Think about that. I'm right, you're wrong, end of discussion. How do they end the discussion? Well, they'll call you a racist or a sexist or a denier. Translation, end of discussion. They have to call you a name. That's what 3rd graders do. An open mind says that you believe the exact opposite that I do. You could be right. I could be wrong. Let's debate. That's a tough one. I don't know a lot of people that can pull that off because it requires a higher level of intelligence and maturity to do it. Closed-minded people, they're all over the place. Another indicator of these 2 groups is race. 3rd graders are constantly talking about race because to them, the color of your skin not only matters, it defines you. People going towards 5th grade understand the idea that skin color doesn't matter. Who you are as an individual does. So what group are you in? What group do you want to be in? What group are you learning from? An important question to ask. So I hope this video has been helpful. Please comment below, share this video. Thanks for watching.